game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Out to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And he'll have it passed. Almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cowboys offense and C.D. Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. A look there at the numbers a week ago for Allen. 18 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle. So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage? But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins. Terrific observation because trying to move up a little spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Allen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Prescott. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board. And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Here's Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. The Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. In motion, that's Tolbert. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota... It's about ready to get this next drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's 2nd and 10. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Darnold. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side to Lamb. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. And he's already well on his way to a Pro Bowl and very likely an all-pro season as that last catch moves him past the 1,500-yard mark on the campaign. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Final play of the half. Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the 2nd quarter as they take the lead. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew
To start the third quarter, so they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Prescott to throw it. Allen here on the screen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that, too. on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Prescott off play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Dallas. Able to push his way through. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Darnold.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Prescott.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Darnold now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Now 2nd and 9.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
They'll find Shaheed out to the right.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great... There. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there, with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Vikings, 1st down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's the pickup for 6. Brings up 7.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's good. For Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They toss it left side to Chubb.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Addison hauls it in. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give running right is Chubb.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 8, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Dak. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's into... No flags, it's a touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Forced out to his left, and he's going to... End zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Darnold to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's the gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Darnold pushes past him. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Vikings send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
.42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And now out comes Minnesota.
This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Now it's Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here's Darnold.
Pass complete to Chubb.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
141 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
They stay on the ground with Allen.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock put a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split